What is up, everyone? It is Straight to the Point here. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. And in this episode, I'm going to be showcasing my first mod. Yay. So this is the Refined Storage mod. So basically, this adds a bunch of new stuff. It adds some good storage stuff, some awesome stuff, and good ducts and cables, and all that awesome crap. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to look at is the grid. Now, there are 4 types of grids, and this is for like storage and stuff like that. There's the crafting grid, the pattern grid, the fluid grid, and just the grid. So, to craft the grid, you are going to need 4 quartz enriched iron ingots. Quartz enriched iron ingots are just 3 iron ingots with nether quartz, just like that. And you're also going to need construction cores. Well, you're going to need 1 construction core. To craft a construction core, you're going to need glowstone and a basic processor. To get a basic processor, you're going to need what's called a soliterer, and the soliterer is crafted by 6 quartz enriched iron and 2 sticky pistons. So we're just going to place this down here. So we have our 3 slots as the mod show, or the thing showed us. So we're going to need a printed basic processor, 1 redstone, and printed silicon. So to get a printed basic processor, to get one of these, you're going to need to put 1 iron ingot in the solderer, and that will give you a printed basic processor. You're also going to need a printed silicon. To get that, you just put silicon in a solderer. To get silicon, you smelt nether quartz. So yes, so that's how you get the that's how you get a construction core and the basic processor and all that. So then you're going to need 2 improved processors. And to get an improved processor, it's basically the same thing, except you're going to need an improved processor, which is the same thing except with a gold ingot. And you just set it up. You have 2 of them. And then you're also going to need a construction core, which needs a basic processor and nether quartz. So, yeah. And then you're also going to need 4 quartz enriched. Well, I already said that. You're also going to need a machine casing. To get a machine casing, you're just going to need 8 enriched quartz iron in a square like that. And you put it all together and you get yourself the grid. So this is the grid, not too fancy. And there are different types of grids, as we talked about. So there's the crafting grid, which put in a soliterer, you need a crafting table, an advanced processor, which is made basically the same thing, except this is made with a diamond, and you put it in the soliterer. There is the pattern grid, which is the same thing, except instead of redstone, it's replaced with advanced processor. And you also have a pattern, which is made with 3 stained glass, 3 redstone, and 3 quartz enriched iron. So that is the pattern grid. And then you also there's also the fluid grid, which is with a grid, an advanced processor, and a bucket. So with the crafted grid, it's basically the grid, except there's a little bit there's 1 slot less in the top. I mean, who really cares about that? Because there's a freaking crafting table right here. And if you wanted to say, oh, I have 9 quartz enriched, you can just click that, and it'll take it automatically from your grid and put it in the online slots, and you'll be able to auto-craft it. So that's cool. So then we also have the pattern grid, which basically allows you to sort a lot easier. You can, do some stuff. It's not really powered right now. You can ordict it, and it also has a crafting table. Then we have the fluid grid, which is basically a grid, but it stores fluids in like MB, PS stuff. So those were the So that was a grid. So obviously with the grid we need storage, right? So what you're gonna want to make is a disk drive. To make that, you need a chest, an advanced processor, and machine casing. And you can just place this like on top of it, or like next to it, as long as it's touching whatever you want it to power. It can also power this one too. So, oh, I have to sneeze. Wait. Never mind. Okay, so then you're gonna want to craft a storage disk to fill up your thingy. So there's 5 tiers of storage disks. There's 1K, 4K, 16K, 64K, and creative. The creative storage disk is basically a cheating way of doing stuff, because there's no recipe. Like, I'm hitting R right now, it's not doing anything. But there is the 1K storage disk, which is made by 3 quartz enriched iron, 2 stained glass, 3 redstone, and a 1K storage part. To make a 1K storage part, you will need 1 quartz enriched iron, 4 silicon, quartz enriched iron, 4 silicon, 3 stained glass, and 1 redstone. You get yourself a 1K storage part. So that is the 1K storage drive. And basically, if we put that here, it says 0 out of 1K. And you can see one of the slots is full of a 1K drive, and I can take that out. And also, if you put your items in the grid, then take out your storage disk, your items will be on that storage disk, which I thought was cool. So next up is the 4K storage disk, which is made by a 4K storage part, which is just basically a better version of the 1K. You need some basic processors, 1 quartz enriched iron with some redstone, and some 1K storage parts. So that's how you get the 4K. So I put this in here. Put that in here. It should be 5K. Yep. 0 out of 5,000 blocks, and also gives you a percentage, which I thought was cool. Then we have the 16K storage disk, which stores 16,000. You're basically going to need some stained glass, some redstone, and 3 quartz enriched iron to get the 16K storage part. It's the same recipe, except you need improved processors, 1 quartz enriched iron, some redstone, and 4K storage parts. So that is the 16K. I'll just put this in here. Now we have 20,000. Then the 64K storage block. This is made by stained glass, redstone, quartz enriched, and a 64 storage part. To make this, it's the same thing with just 16K storage parts. So it is pretty expensive to get the 64K, but that's a lot of freaking blocks to store. And then this creative storage disk, which you can put in here, and it's just 0% full. No matter how many blocks you put in, it'll be at 0% infinitely because it's unlimited. So yeah, those are all the storage disks, and I have unlimited storage in my grid here. So next up, we obviously need to power our grid, right? So here we have the controller. So to make the controller, you're going to need 3 silicon, 4 quartz enriched iron, 1 machine casing, and 1 diamond to make a machine casing. It's that. So for a controller, we're going to want a generator. I just chose a coal generator. There are other, it's something that needs to produce RF. It says RF. So there are other ways of storage, but I just chose the coal generator because it's really simple. Basically, all you got to do is put your controller on your consoles, and you're going to put a coal generator next to it. And this already has storage in it because I already put coal in it, but I could put some more coal in it. And as you can see, everything lighted up. This will work now, so I could just put this in. Well, that's fluid, but I could put this in here, and it'll work, and then I could craft stuff. I bet. Oh, wait. I could craft stuff. I could craft as much stuff as possible. And yeah, so that's how you make yourself some storage. So obviously there are crafting recipes to this. And that is 6 coal, 2 redstone torches, and 1 machine frame, which is made by 4 iron ingots, 2 lapis or blue dye, and 2 gold nuggets. And then you get yourself a coal generator. So yeah, on to the next thing, which is storage blocks. Now there are storage blocks for fluids and for blocks. So to craft this, first off, there are 5 tiers, obviously. 1K, 4K, 16K, 64K, and creative. So to craft the 1K, it's a machine casing, a 1K, and a basic processor, and a solidor. This is a machine casing 4K, that's 16K, that's 64K, and this doesn't have a crafting recipe, but it's unlimited. So then for the fluids, it's basically machine casing 64K fluid storage part, which is made by the stained glass, quartz enriched, and a bucket. So instead of whatever was before, it's a bucket. So instead of redstone, it's a bucket. So yeah. So blocks they're really cool. You can place them down. They look pretty. And that's my sex thing. I don't want to do that. But yeah, storage stuff. On to the next thing, we have my favorite part, cables and ducts. So I'm just going to go over 2 of them. There is 3, there's a number of them. But the importer, well, there's 2 of them that I'm going to go over. This is just my ME system, casual day. Say I have some diamonds in here that I want to put into my grid. All I want to do is just shift, click, put the importer on there. There's a whitelist. So if I take this and do this, now only diamond blocks can go through here. So I'll just connect this to here. As you can see, the diamond blocks start going out. But if I put these in here and take that out, as you can see, it's not taking out the cables, but it will take out the blocks of diamond. So it's a neat little way to store stuff. Say if you have a bunch of chests, you can have cables and importers going up to separate chests, so you could be, like, if you have, like, a quarry, you could be really organized and really neat. It will take some time, but it is totally worth it. I didn't even go over the crafting recipes, silly me. So, everything here is really easy to craft. For a cable, you just need 6 quartz enriched iron, any type of glass, and 1 redstone. That will make you 12, not 6, 12 cables. And then to make the importer, you need a cable, an improved processor, and a destruction core. And to be honest, you don't even need this. Actually, you do. I don't know why I'm saying you don't need that. So, yeah. Stuff. So now, we did storage drives. So now I'm going to show you dank memes. This dank meme happens not to be in the extra utilities mod, but actually in... Wait, what? This dank meme happens not to be in refined storage, but in extra utils. After downloading several viruses and going through about 8,000 kilobytes of clown porn, I found this mod. It's very beautiful. Look at its luminescent way that it flows blatantly through this entire object. It has no name, as you could see in the top left corner. And it is from extra utils too. It can be broken easily. As you could see, even on the ground, as it bounces up and down, it still shows the same luminescent patterns. It's very beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But anyways, that was the refined storage mod. Make sure to like if you want to see more mod showcases, and tell me in the comments what I could do better, and also tell me in the comments if you want to see another mod showcase. If you want to see another mod, tell me which mod you want to see. And yeah, this is Straight to the Point, signing out. Peace.